Kamala Harris, man, on a 60 Minutes interview, she was pressed on her gun ownership. And I was surprised he pressed her, because I was always saying, man, every time she go on these interviews, CNN or all these other places, they never press her on that. You know, she tells them she owns a gun. She never gets into details. But 60 Minutes, they pressed her, but they didn't go all the way like I wanted them to. But they did press her. They said, well, you had said that you own a Glock, and have you ever fired it? And she was like, yeah. What kind of? They said, what kind of gun? So they questioned it this time, like, what's the model, or not model? They said, what brand gun? She said Glock. Of course she gonna say Glock. Her handlers told her, if this question ever comes up, just say you own a Glock, because that's the gun that everybody gonna say anyway. That's one of the most popular brands of guns. It's Glock, right? So of course they gonna say Glock. They're not gonna tell her to say, if they ask you what kind of gun you got, say Kel-Tec or say Taurus. Everybody's going to say Glock. That's just the way it is. Everybody's going to say Glock. But I would have liked for him to press her a little bit more on that topic. But I'm not expecting the people at 60 Minutes to really understand much about firearms. What I wanted him to ask her was, after she said she carried a Glock, say, oh yeah, well, what model Glock you got? And what caliber is it? If she stuttered even the least, that means she was definitely lying. If he would have said, what kind of caliber, what model Glock? If I remember correctly, if she say that, you don't have to think twice about what model gun you got, bro. Like, somebody asked me, hey Rebel, man, what kind of Taurus you got? Oh, I got a Taurus model 856, I got a Taurus TH40, I got a Taurus G3, and I got a Taurus G2C. See how easy that was? Hey, Rebel, what kind of Glock do you got? I have a Glock 19 Gen 3. I did have a Glock 30, but I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, and I am incorporating another one into my collection. Hey, Rebel, what kind of Canics do you own? Oh, I own a Canik TP9SF and a Canik TP9 Elite SC. See that? She can't do that because she is not, I guarantee you, she's not a gun owner. Then she's talking about she was in law enforcement. When were you in law enforcement? When were you FBI? Were you a sheriff? Were you a local policeman? Then you weren't in no damn law enforcement. What part of law? She considered what was she again? Attorney General? She considered that law enforcement? That was a lie right there. That's not law enforcement. Talking about she went to I shoot at the range. And I shoot at the range. All that cackling and babbling. Listen, I want to see proof you was at a firing range with a Glock. She don't own no gun, dude. She don't own no gun. Neither her or Tim Walz comes off as, to me, as gun owners. She's full of crap. She's using that as a way to kind of try to persuade people that are gun owners to, kind of like trying to make it seem like she part of the crowd, that she not trying to take guns from nobody because she own a gun. First of all, a tyrant owns guns doesn't mean they're not going to take your gun. Of course the tyrant always going to want the gun, but they don't want you to have the gun. I mean that's just, she was better off saying, that's my personal business, I don't want to get into that. That's what she should have said. But she out here peddling gun control and all this, and then she gets up here and say, I'm not trying to take nobody guns. Me and Tim, we gun owners. Okay, just because you a gun owner, you a part of government, does that automatically mean you ain't trying to take everybody else's guns because you own guns? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You got every more of a reason to take people's guns because you are the tyrant, you are government. You feel like you are almighty and you feel like nobody else should have guns but you. And out of your mouth, you said you want an assault weapons ban. That is taking guns. Come on, man. How stupid could people be to vote for somebody like that? She clearly telling you 1 minute she ain't trying to take your guns, but then she throws a butt in the middle and says, well, we trying to ban assault weapons. Isn't an assault weapon a gun? It's a gun. And there's no such thing as an assault weapon, period. But yeah, I know where I'm going with that. She's full of crap. Everything that comes out her mouth is a lie. She's a Manchurian candidate. She was instilled. She didn't go through any primaries. That right there is telling me a lot about this election. And if y'all don't see where this is going, y'all better wake up fast, because I think they're going to give this woman that election, man. They allow her to break the rule. They broke the rules so she can run for president, bro. Isn't that a big indicator of what's going on? She didn't have to do it the traditional way. They just pushed Joe Biden to the side. She didn't have to debate any other Democrats or anything like that to get nominated. She just boop. But they always talking about democracy, but they are breaking. That's not a democratic way of handling things now, is it? They telling you right there what they're gonna do, y'all. Just be ready for it. In my humble opinion, I think she's gonna win the election. She's going to be selected for the election. Put it that way. And she's not a gun owner. She's full of shit. Anyway, it's Rebel 9. Let me know what you think. I'll catch y'all in the next one.